Hello, I'm back tuning into today's video, 5-day forecast today, and I'm really quite concerned about the weather coming up across northern England this weekend. It looks like we're going to be in for more very wet weather indeed in the north of England over the weekend. Now, this area of rain could be trended south or north over the next couple of days. It's still a little way off, but on the basis of the charts that we're seeing this morning, I am really quite worried about what's going on across northern England, where we've already had a lot of flooding, of course, last weekend. So I'll show you the charts in a second, but it is quite concerning what the GFS model is indicating for this weekend in the north. Well, we've already gone on with that. Just to say about the ads, there's links to articles on all pages at Gasworthy. Have a browse widget and click through links if there's any articles that you're interested in. Thanks very much for doing that. There's video ads on most of the pages. They open up in the content. When you watch them, they'll close back up again. That's helping to pay for the website. And the shop is open. We've got an increased shopping to do at Amazon between now and Christmas. All you have to do is click through the Amazon banners in the Christmas shopping, go to Amazon and do your shopping there. Don't need to do anything different because you've gone from Gasworthy to Amazon. We get a revenue fee on the things that you're purchasing. Thanks very much for doing that. The websites we're using for the 5-day forecast coming from the weatheroutlook.com and wetcent.de. You can find the link to both websites on the links page. So, well, this is the latest radar picture from the Weather Outlook. You can see we've already got quite a lot of heavy rain in the north and west of Scotland and coming down into Ireland. There's a little bit of rain across northern England, northwestern England. That will probably pep up a bit through the course of this afternoon, generally turn increasingly wet and windy across the north and west this afternoon. Here's the Arctic pressure chart for today. Got high pressure across much of France and we've got low pressure to the northwest of Scotland. That's bringing weather fronts in off the Atlantic with cloud and outbreaks. It's been a very sunny morning down in the south, but it will cloud up this afternoon. So 5 things turn increasingly wet and windy through Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England this afternoon into this evening. Tight back to ice bars here as well, so strong winds in the north, risk of gales to the north and west of Scotland. The rest of England and Wales has had, as I say, a very sunny morning and will keep sunshine through the afternoon in the south and southeast, but it will turn increasingly hazy as cloud spreads in from the north and the west. Temperatures in the south were very mild at around 12, maybe 13 degrees. It's a bit cooler than it has been, but still very mild for the time of year when you think 5 years ago we were sort of sub-zero with deep snow across much of the country. It's nowhere near as cold as it could be, although it is a little bit cooler than it has been. In the north and west, temperatures there around 7 or 8. Of course, it won't feel that mild with the wind and the rain. Overnight tonight, we're going to find cloud and rain spreading down through Scotland and Northern Ireland into Northern England, Wales and the Midlands by the end of the night. That will allow Scotland, eventually Northern Ireland, to turn clearer with some blustery showers coming through. Turn a bit cold as well behind this weather system, so we could find the showers turning wintry across the north of Scotland. The south and southeast remain dry through the course of the night. Very mild in the south, with temperatures holding up at around 10 degrees. That's 50 Fahrenheit. That's about 3 degrees above maximum daytime temperatures, or average maximum daytime temperatures at this time of year. In the north, though, it will return a bit colder, as I say, with temperatures there going down to 2 or 3 degrees. We'll probably escape a frost due to the strength of the wind. Now we move through into Thursday, and we've got a weather front dawdling across England and Wales, so a band of cloud and rain will still be across Scotland, will still be across Northern England, I should say, and Wales and the Midlands through the morning, and it'll push further south into southern and southeastern parts of England through the course of Thursday afternoon. So most parts of England and Wales have outbreaks of rain on Thursday. Scotland, Northern Ireland, eventually Northern England and North Wales will brighten up with sunny spells, but also showers. And the showers will turn wintry over high ground of Scotland. Temperature still very mild in the south at around 11 or 12. In the north, though, it will be colder at around 4, 5 or 6 degrees. And certainly feeling it is what is still quite a brisk and strong westerly wind. Now, Friday will be a bit calmer. We'll lose that rain overnight Thursday into Friday from the south. So I think Friday should be mostly dry, but there will be showery bursts of rain coming down across Scotland, possibly some wintry weather with that over high ground, and probably running down the eastern side, so northeastern parts of England, Lincolnshire, maybe the Midlands, East Anglia could see showers, rain showers, moving down from the north. Little bits of wintriness over high ground for northern England, more general wintry showers for Scotland. Western areas and the southwest probably having a largely dry day. Temperatures will be cold colder on Friday for all of us. We're down to around average, so temperatures in the north around 3 or 4, in the south around 6 or 7. It's no worse than where we should be at on the 11th of December, but it will probably be quite a shock to the system down in the south, just because of how exceptionally mild it's been through December so far. And then we get through to the weekend. As I said, so I am concerned about the weather for the weekend. We've got low pressure coming in off the Atlantic on Saturday, and there's a weather front that's trailing back into the Atlantic with this area of low pressure just here, and that will give another pulse of rain across northern England probably on Sunday. This is a near stationary weather front. Where that weather front becomes stationary is where you're going to get the persistent rain probably all weekend. But it's still a little bit uncertain the exact position of that. But if I show you the rainfall charts for Saturday, this is midday Saturday, you see loads of heavy rain there through Ireland, over the Irish Sea into North Wales and northern England. And 6 o'clock in the evening, that area of rain is just not moving at all, really. So it does imply a very, very wet day across the north of England is possible on Saturday. So I'll probably start off with a fair amount of dry weather, but we'll have rain from the word go across Ireland and through the Irish Sea. I would suspect we'll have a band of heavy rain setting up and lasting all day. Could be across northern England, North Wales, where they've had the flooding. To the south of it, a lot of cloud, but mainly dry, damp, drizzly conditions coming through, but probably mostly dry for southern and southeast areas. For Scotland, also probably mostly dry, and here it's cold, so we could have some wintry showers across the far north of Scotland. Temperatures there, maybe just 2 or 3 degrees. Then through the persistent area of rain, temperatures probably around 6 or 7, so quite cold. To the south and southeast, still very mild at around 12 or 13 degrees. That rain probably pushes south a little bit on Saturday night, but as we run into Sunday, this next low pressure is coming in, pepping up the weather front again and probably pushing it back north once more. So this is the rainfall forecast for Sunday. You see the rain has pushed a bit further southwards and eased off a little bit, but look what happens through Sunday. It pushes back north again and peps up again. So by the end of Sunday, it really is very wet again through Northern Ireland, southwest Scotland, northern England and North Wales. So you can see why I'm so concerned about the weather this weekend across the north of England. So potentially we start off dry for many parts of the country away from the south on Sunday, where we could have some light rain. The rain gets heavier and pushes back north again through the course of Sunday, probably grinding to a halt again across North Wales, northern England. Could turn to snow on the northern edge if it gets up as far as southwest Scotland. The rest of Scotland mainly dry and cold with sunny spells. East Anglia, southeast England again missing the worst of this, and a lot of dry weather but very cloudy down there. Very mild in the south again on Sunday with temperatures around 12 degrees. In the north, though, temperatures are barely above freezing across Scotland. It's these big contrasting temperatures that are helping to fuel this heavy rain across northern England. And then we go through into Monday, and I'm afraid the situation still looks pretty grim. Pressure's building to the north, and we've still got low pressure across much of England and Wales. So look at this rainfall forecast at 6 o'clock in the evening on Monday. Again, very, very wet for many parts of England and Wales. There could be increasing risk of snow, perhaps across northern England, as the cold air begins to dig down from Scotland. But really, the message is for wet weather. Saturday, Sunday, Monday could be copious amounts of rain. And obviously, there's going to be a risk of flooding after the flooding that has already occurred across parts of northern England. So I am really quite concerned about the situation this weekend. Finally, having a look at the charts, I should just say the temperatures on Monday, barely above freeze across the north of Scotland to around 10 Celsius across southern England. Gradually cold air beginning to dig down a little bit in towards central parts of the country. Finally, have a look at the charts from the weather outlook for the next few days. So here's the rain in the north and west today, mainly dry with sunny spells in the south-southeast. Tomorrow we find the band of rain coming down across England and Wales, dawdling as it does so with brighter, colder weather following to the north, with risk of wintry showers then. Things calm down as we go through into Friday. There will still be showers in the north and east particularly, but will be a drier day. And then the concerns for the weekend. Here's that very wet weather across much of northern England through the course of Saturday. Dry and very mild to the south, dry and cold to the north of that rain. And then we go through into Sunday, and more very wet weather here being suggested across central swathe of the country. Again, dry to the south, dry to the north, where it's cold. And we go through into Monday with the suggestion of more really wet weather, particularly for England and Wales, with cold air gradually digging down more and more from the north. Could turn the rain to snow across parts of northern England particularly. So in summary, well, I am concerned the next couple of days won't be too bad. We will have a band of rain coming down across the country today and tomorrow. Don't think it'll do too much in the way of damage in terms of flooding. Friday looks a bit drier, but then we get through to the weekend with a persistent area of very wet weather across the central swathe of the country, and there will be, I think, the risk, I'm afraid, of more flooding through parts of northern England. We'll just have to firm up exactly where that front is stalling, though. If it's a bit further south, then it'll take the rain away from northern England. So let's just keep an eye on it, but I am quite worried about it. That's all for now then, and thanks for watching.